Time now to welcome in on the Meyer Supercenter guest line the Executive Vice President, Director of the Rocket Mortgage Classic, Jason Langwell. Mr. Langwell, my friend, good morning to you, partner. How are you? How's life? How are things a week away from the Rocket Mortgage Classic returning here to the Motor City?
Yeah, no, things are great. Good to be with you guys. Hard to believe we're just inside a week away from our fifth playing, 5 years, our first real milestone, right? Amazing time for us, and hard to believe here we are after 5 years, $7 million donated, and shrinking a digital divide, and all because of all the efforts that's happening here in Detroit. And we've got the best field we've ever had yet. Really excited to make this happen next week.
Is this, with a week out, are you feeling more relaxed now that it's here, or are you still, everybody's hustling and busting and still stressed out, pulling their hair out, trying to get every T crossed and every I dotted?
Yeah, no, it's the latter. I cut my hair short, so I don't have any to pull out anymore. But no, things are great. We really are. The build looks amazing. It's a frantic time. All of our vendors are loading in now. Our furniture's going in. All of our amazing hospitality structures. Our bigger fan zone is getting populated with all these fun interactives for youth to come out and enjoy. And so it's we call it blessed stress, right? That's our euphemism here that we use to kind of power through. It is a very exciting and busy time, but as I said, it promises to be the best playing that we've had in our 5 years yet, and we're ready to make it happen.
Now, Dan and Ryan were out there for Media Day, and they wanted to see all parts of the course. So they tested out the rough and the trees. They made sure that they covered every
single tree. I found it on Detroit Golf Club. Every single one. They're beautiful, great bounces. It all works.
Dan even
Bravo.
put one off of a grandstand that bounced onto the green, so things are looking good. But I wanted to ask you about the course conditions, because obviously, we're all reading the news. We all saw that there were some vandals that got on the loose and tried to tear some things up. But Dan and Ryan said the course in great condition.
Yeah, no, it really is. We've had one of the driest and best springs we've had in history here. The greens are great. You talk about 11 and 12. We got down to the Oakmont sod farm and put some sod on those greens. They're perfect right now. They look great, as does every green out there. The rough's coming up and getting thicker. Fairways are great. These nice cool nights make for really great growing season. So the golf course is in the best shape it's ever been in. And you talk about those structures along the fairways. We've got our best build out that we've ever had. Tons of new fan decks lining the fairways, open to the public for fans to come out and enjoy. And so, golf course is in the best shape yet, and players are really enjoy this classic down at Ross track next week.
Jason, you had mentioned the field. Some names for our listeners. Webb Simpson, Justin Thomas is going to be out there. Collin Morikawa, Hideki will be there. You're going to have Zach Johnson and Max Homa. Ricky Fowler is going to be out there. Of course, the defending champ, Tony Finau, the 2021 champ, Cam Davis is going to be out there. When it comes to putting together that field, what goes into that process to make sure that you're putting together the best group that you can, and this one is lights out?
Well, thanks for saying that. We feel great about it. Also had Gordon Sargent and Sam Bennett, a couple of young rising stars in the game. And the recruiting process is going out to a number of events around the year, talking to players in the back of the driving range on Tuesday and Wednesday early week and telling them the story of Detroit. Tell them about this great golf course we have, this great city that we have, the experience that they're going to have on and off the golf course. We held one of the best spouse experiences early week. So a lot of wives are talking to their players, saying, hey, can I get back to the Shinola Hotel for that amazing event they do there? And these are all, a lot of these guys are all with families, right? And so we have fireworks celebration going on Monday night. And so now I've had players reach out to me saying, look, we're building, our kids are out of school. We build our schedule around coming to Detroit, going to the fireworks, going to the zoo, enjoying, great summer fun here in Detroit. And so we go and tell those stories, create awareness about the great experience they're going to have. And that ultimately leads to a great field. And when you add a great golf course on top of it, and a great clubhouse as well, we do a ton for the caddies. All of those things go into having players choose us as one of their stops in the summer on the PGA Tour.
When we look at the U.S. Open last week in L.A., right, and there was a lot of talk about course visibility for the people that are there. How many fans are in attendance? How many tickets did LACC pick up? And hospitality tents versus folks walking around in sort of like the juice and the energy. When you are watching the U.S. Open or other golf tournaments, are there certain things that you look at as almost like a film scout for another sport, right? If you're a football team, you got to scout the opponent to see what they have going on. Do you get the opportunity to travel around at all to see kind of what different venues and different events kind of look like, sound like, feel like, so that you guys can put together your best plan for how you want the Rocket Mortgage not only to be experienced in person for the fans and the players, but also be experienced for the television audience?
Well, we do. We call them site inspections, and we make a number of them and go out to Waste Management, Honda Classic are a couple that come to mind. We go to a number of the majors. I didn't go to LACC, but I go to all the ones before that. And, yeah, we definitely take notes about fan flow. And, the great thing about PGA Tour golf is, any ticket you buy is a front row seat. And we want to make sure that it's a great fan flow experience for everyone. We've got that here at Detroit Golf Club. When you think about what we've got in the front nine, we have a treehouse deck open to the public where you can see a shot from every hole in the front nine, with the exception of one hole. And so we kind of identified certain points on the golf course where we can get fans up close and personal or elevated to be able to have great views of golf and enjoy their experience. And we spend a lot of time in the fan zones, too. We've got our best fan zone this year. Area 313 Grove is going to be expanded. We've got tons of fun fan interactives. Rocket Mortgage is going to have a mini putt course out in the fan zone. Cobra Puma is going to be doing a big basketball activation. So one thing we've learned is we want to make this something, whether you're a fan of golf, a fan of Detroit, or just a fan of some good old summertime fun. That's what people want. They want to bring their families out. Yeah, they watch some golf, but they want to know they can get away from the rope line and have an amazing time too. We really focused on that this year, and we've got our free days of the public open this Sunday for the John Shippen. Then come out and watch the top black players compete for an exemption to the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Come back out Tuesday and Wednesday. The first 1,000 people get a pony bobblehead through the gates those days. Come out and watch our youth clinic, our Area 313 Celebrity Scramble on Tuesday night, our Pro-Am on Wednesday. And so it's all about the experience. We're creating an amazing experience, and it's all about summer fun, whether you're a fan of golf or a fan of Detroit.
Yeah, let's go to the youth clinic because I'm big on the junior golf, right? You got to get the kids out there, got to get clubs in their hand, you got to get them on the greens, you got to teach them how to take care of the greens, right? Fix your ball mark and then go fix all the other ones you see on the green. One, because it's really good labor. They'll go out there and they'll fix them with the best of them, right? Because it's an activity for them. But two, it teaches them the game, and that's important. Kids that can fall in love with the game of golf early become lifelong golfers and lifelong fans of golf. So what does that youth clinic have here at the Rocket Mortgage?
Well, it's really going to be great. The First Tee of Greater Detroit is sponsoring the youth clinic. We appreciate Todd Krieger and his team for stepping up. It's going to be from 2 to 3 on Tuesday. Fans can go and park at University of Detroit Mercy for free, take a bus to the front gate, walk right in for free, and enjoy our First Tee of Greater Detroit Youth Clinic. Morgan Hoffman, if you're familiar with his story, an incredible inspirational story from a player who's going to be there as our featured talent. Health and wellness is a big part of it. We're going to be talking about golf, on getting clubs in your hands and learning about the game, but also a big focus on health and wellness for youth as well. So that's going to be a primary message throughout that day, and then they can stick around and head over to our Area 313 Celebrity Scramble from 5 to 6:30. Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Dylan Larkin, Chris Webber, Tom Izzo, The Miz from WWE is going to be there to play with the top players in our field in a 3-hole scramble and see if anyone can go 3-1-3 Eagle Ace Birdie and trigger a $313,000 award to help end our digital divide here. So it's a really, really fun day for free for fans to be able to come out and see some of our top talent and top celebrities in our field.
Now, the Rocket Mortgage Classic, Jason, is obviously, you mentioned the 313 right there, and giving back to the community. It's one of the great things about the PGA Tour and their stops across the country. Let's talk about that connectivity and the digital divide that existed in Detroit before this and where we're at right now going into year number 5 of the RMC. And it's something that all involved, the tour players as well, but everybody involved that got this tournament, got professional golf back to the state of Michigan, what it has accomplished off the course in Greater Detroit.
Yeah, no, we're really excited about our efforts in the digital divide here. As you mentioned, it's a collaborative partnership where we're trying to get Detroiters connected with access to high-speed internet, digital devices, digital training. That's the focus. When we started this effort, we were 40% digitally included as a city, lowest of all the major markets in the country. We sit here today at over 70% digitally included. Great progress. We've raised over almost $4 million towards that effort. We recently opened a new human IT retail store where youth can go and Detroiters can go and purchase technology, learn how to use that technology. Others can go and turn in technology and have it refurbished, all with the goal of a fully digitally included Detroit that we're on our way towards. Really excited about it. And to your message, it's been a really group effort. City of Detroit, Rocket Mortgage, the United Way of Southeast Michigan have all leaned in to get us to this effort. But we're 70% isn't 100%, so we got a ways to go. And fans need to know when they come out here and buy a soda, a shirt, a high noon, whatever, all those proceeds are going to help end this digital divide and impact the outcome here in Detroit.
That's fantastic. His name is Jason Langwell, the director there at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Find him on Twitter at Jason Langwell. Jason, my friend, thank you so much for your time today, partner. We greatly appreciate it. We'll see you next week there at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Very much looking forward to it. And for all of our listeners, hop on rocketmortgageclassic.com for tickets and more information. That's rocketmortgageclassic.com. Thank you so much for your time, Jason.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
That's Jason Langwell. Tickets for this year's RMC. Oh man, they're right there. Daily grounds as low as $70. Parking's cheap. The Lending Tree Lounge, $110. Be right there up in the.
Catch me at the Lending Tree on Friday.
Ooh, that's where you're gonna be.
Yep.
Are you doing a meet and greet?
No, but I will. Sure.